Hello guys, welcome back to our anime moments. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of upcoming episode of Swallowed Star Part 265 based on novel. So let's start. Chien Knight and Feather Dark Knight looked at one another and communicated their thoughts through their gazes. They were a little fearful of this golden horned beast, but it was only a feeling. After all, they were far away, so golden horned beast's Nine Tiger River would not be able to exert its power over them. Without the oppression of Nine Tiger River, they would be able to accelerate easily to a speed 100 times at the speed of light of the universe. Then golden horned beast would never be able to give chase. But who would be willing to live like a homeless dog always on the run? We had no intentions of becoming your enemy, but Demon Sword Knight was so bent on killing you that we could only act according to his wishes, Chien Knight said in his elderly voice. Golden Horned Beast looked at the two faraway figures, and with much vigor, he inquired, "Would you be able to tell me how you got here? This land of extremists. How well do you know it?" Feather Dark Horde leader's spine-chilling voice said, "Since time immemorial, many great beings have fallen into this land of extremists. The majority were on adventures in secret regions but were accidentally transported here. There is a long list of ways how one can be transported here. There are also great beings who were drifting through the universe when they were suddenly swallowed by the seemingly normal starry sky, only to arrive here at the land of extremists. There is no regular pattern," Chien Knight continued in his elderly voice. Golden Horned Beast remained silent. After a moment of silence, he asked, "Has anyone made it out before?" "Feather Dark Horde leader, Demon Sword Knight, and I do not have other bodies," Chien Knight. "Once we entered land of extremists, if we were to self-destruct, our bodies would be disintegrated to naught. That is why we do not know anything about the outside world. We knew that Kenhua Knight, with his ability to divide his body, had one of his bodies in the outside world and the other in the land of extremists. That was when his body in the outside world realized that there were great beings in the land of extremists who also had bodies in the outside world." "Kenhua Knight?" Golden Horned Beast said. "Where is he?" "He made a final decision to abandon his godly body, along with the true treasure he had brought here," explained Chien Knight. "He self-destructed. Are there others being trapped in the land of extremists?" Golden Horned Beast asked. "Yes," said Chien Knight. "There are quite a few," Feather Dark Horde leader said. "Where?" Golden Horned Beast asked, watching the pair in the distance. "They are somewhere in this vast, starry sky, but you want to know where exactly?" Feather Dark Horde leader said. "Great beings often drift about and change their locations. We are unable to tell for sure." "How big is the land of extremists?" Golden Horned Beast asked. This was the question he was most concerned about. "Land of extremists has a diameter of close to 100,000 light years, said Feather Dark Horde leader. "It resembles an ordinary star sky." He sighed and continued. "Yet everyone is restricted to flying within this domain of 100,000 light years. Even if one does manage to venture outside of this domain, the result is always to unknowingly be returned to the same place. It is like a maze. We are trapped in here eternally." Luo Feng was appalled. "A diameter of 100,000 light years? A maze? If it was like a maze, then the great beings must still be exploring. Obviously, they had been flying around for a long time. This is like a gigantic prison cell," said Feather Dark Horde leader. "We great beings are the prisoners, imprisoned here for life. There is no escape." Feather Dark Horde leader looked at Golden Horned Beast. "You are a Golden Horned Beast. You must have the ability to divide your body. If you abandon your true treasure, you can self-destruct and leave." Chien Knight added in his elderly voice, "Golden Horned Beast, I advise you to self-destruct. After all, you have another body. If you are trapped in here for all time, you will experience the pain of imprisonment for life. As for your true treasure, so long as you are alive, you will be able to escape from danger alive." Roar? Golden Horned Beast let out a roar that resonated through the entire sky. Chien Knight, Feather Dark Horde leader, self-destruction is never an easy choice to make. I will take my leave first. Golden Horned Beast and his sea of rolling golden waves vanished. A black figure transformed into a ray of light and disappeared quickly into space. He became a ray of light that shot off into the distance and out of sight. Demon Sword Knight has fallen, Ce Chien Knight sighed. Who can he blame but himself? Feather Dark Horde leader sneered. He often abused his power and made us his victims. Humph. For him to succumb to Golden Horned Beast, it is just his luck. In the starry sky, Moshe Body sat cross-legged on a meteorite. He transformed into a beam of light and rode off to roam the starry sky. To be able to kill a universe overload? Luophone mused. Luckily, this is land of extremists where there is no way to contact the outside world and no way to call for help. Otherwise, how would a universe overlord perish so easily? Universe overlords were difficult to kill. When an unfavorable circumstance occurred, the first thing one should do would be to escape. Should one not manage to escape, then stalling for time to devise a plan, and immediately calling for help, would be the next step. If Demon Sword Knight had been fighting against Luophone on the original star, the direst situation would be to sustain injuries, and he could count on the other great beings of the Nine Territory Alliance to come to his rescue immediately. But here in the land of extremists, there was simply no way to call for help. That was why Demon Sword Knight had to lose his life. Among the many universe overlords within my human race, there are some who have yet to kill universe overlords. Yet I have killed one now. Ha ha. Luophone shook his head and laughed. Upon killing Demon Sword Knight, Golden Horned Beast's godly body had merely fallen below 42% to 41.9%. Sitting cross-legged on the meteorite, he continued speeding through the star sky. In the twinkling of an eye, 2 months passed. In Luophone's god country, in front of a golden palace in the vast sky above the remote ocean, Luophone stood up. Finally, a success. Spending 1 year or so on training, he had finally managed to accomplish the 6th and 7th volumes of the 9-volume manual. Of course, he had his original earthing godly body to thank for that, as its small size helped speed things up. Golden Horned Beast body must still be stuck at the 6th volume, and only at the beginning stage of the 6th volume. Obviously, its massive size would impede the evolution of its godly body. Back when I was training for the first 5 volumes, my godly body genes were 48 times stronger after merging with 100 Blood River crystals. By default, Blood River crystals should generate an increase of 100 times, but it seems like the more I advance, the more the multiplying effect starts to gradually weaken. Now, I have only achieved an increase of 3,000 times. I am now going to work on 2 more volumes. My godly body is around 9,800 times stronger. There is no attaining the perfect gene level. Luophone sighed. The Blood River crystals would no doubt help to increase his life gene level, yet for his original earthling body, the increment, in theory and in actuality, did not correspond to 100%. The first 7 volumes of the 9-volume manual had brought his genes up 192 times, but with 100 Blood River crystals, there was only an increase of 50 times more. 9,800 times, he said. Out of all the unique life forms that were unique in the universe, there were only a few who could get this strong. I should be satisfied. Moreover, there is still the 8th volume. And the 9th? I don't believe that even after I reach the 9th volume I will still be unable to attain the perfect gene level. And my Golden Horned Beast body can take this opportunity to reach the perfect gene level in one stroke. Luophone had not lost hope. Golden Horned Beast body had already exceeded 6,000 times previously. The 6th and 7th volumes were strong, and the Blood River crystals were compatible with Golden Horned Beast. So long as there were no accidents, he would be able to attain the perfect gene level. That is when Golden Horned Beast will become invincible. At least by that time I would be able to put my incredible talent technique, I am the universe, to good use. Luophone could not wait for that day to come. Calculating the time required, he estimated that Golden Horned Beast would take at least 100 years to complete the 6th and 7th volumes. Well, it is only 100 years. It will pass in the blink of an eye. In the vast, starry sky, black-robed Luophone sat cross-legged on the meteorite. It felt like he was moving very fast, but in contrast with the vastness of the sky, he might as well have been casually strolling. Hua! Suddenly, countless space ripples were seen. What? Luophone, sitting on the meteorite being driven by inertia, went right through the layer of ripples. There were no obstructions in his way, yet the moment his godly body grazed the ripples, he felt an intangible force brush past his godly body and permeate his world ring. There, it grazed his golden horned beast godly body. It was unstoppable. He had been completely grazed by the ripples. The feeling that he got when being grazed by the ripples was unbearable. It felt like layers of knives slashing his godly body. When he made it past the layer of ripples, his Mosha body was left with only 30% of its godly being. Such frightening space ripples. What exactly is that? This starry sky has changed. Luophone was shocked to discover that after passing through the ripples, the space before him was completely different. The sky before had been like any other in the universe, where the distances between the stars were generally far, and the star traveler levels were average. Yet on this side of the sky, it had a beauty that was out of this world. The distance between stars was nearer. Together, they were connected to depict a beautiful picture. Luophone was vaguely aware that the countless planets combined to paint a picture that contained some form of secret lore engravings. A hidden starry sky exists in the land of extremists. Luophone wondered aloud. Sitting on the meteorite, he cruised along at a leisurely pace, and soon, he was nearing the first star traveler level, which was the one closest to him. He was approaching a khaki-colored planet that appeared ordinary. But Luophone faintly sensed something. This khaki-colored planet with no signs of life and a diameter of 13,000 miles. Star tear gold. It actually contains the mineral veins of the star tear gold. Luophone's face turned pale. Looking at the star traveler level without any living beings, he was shocked. What an impressive energy reserve. If I were to swallow this star, my golden horned beast's massive godly body would be able to recover to 80%. Luophone could not help feeling incredulous. Star tear gold, although it was only a G-grade metal, was unique. It was said that when a great star level collapsed to become a black hole, it would produce a piece of metal, star tear gold. Star tear gold was, hence, a product of the tearing of the star level. Although it was only a G-grade metal, its functionality made it very precious. Luophone had yet to come across such a thing, where a precious metal could form mineral veins that occupied almost an entire planet. Even the godly body of a universe overlord as big as 600 miles, upon swallowing this star, would be able to recover to 80%. Luophone disappeared in an instant, and Golden Horned Beast appeared. Golden Horned Beast flew off the meteorite and sped toward the khaki-colored planet. A moment later, when he was about to arrive at the khaki-colored planet, Golden Horned Beast chanced upon another golden planet that was quite close by. Casually, he exerted his godly power, and what he sensed gave him a shock. What? That golden planet contains void rock mineral veins. What an alarming reserve. In terms of value, it is definitely comparable to the star tear gold of this planet. Golden Horned Beast landed on the khaki-colored planet, raised his head to look at the countless planets, and decided, I shall investigate these two planets, they have precious mineral veins. And this mysterious space has countless planets. Does it mean that all of them contain precious mineral veins? Silence. It was dead silent in this mysterious space, and the Golden Horned Beast was the only living creature here. No matter what, I'll recover my godly body first. I can only better handle the danger when I become stronger. The Golden Horned Beast was suddenly enlarged, and he became 60,000 miles long. He floated above the space, and the space only had a diameter of 12,000 miles. The Golden Horned Beast was much larger than the planet. Inherited technique, swallow. The Golden Horned Beast opened his mouth, and the space around the planet was completely twisted. He was able to swallow the entire planet if he wanted, but he felt like it would be a waste if he just destroyed a star filled with star tear gold. He controlled how fast he swallowed the star tear gold. Masses of star tear gold flew out and went into the mouth of the Golden Horned Beast. His gaping mouth swallowed the gold like a black hole. Star-tier gold and rocks kept being absorbed by the golden horned beast, and the gold godly power kept recovering the golden horned beast. After a short while, half of the star-tier gold was swallowed by the golden horned beast, and his godly body recovered to 60%. "I'll go to another planet," he said. The golden horned beast flew to the closest planet and started to swallow the void rocks floating in space. He finished half the void rocks. He started to go to the third planet, and found that on the third planet was the precious, bright barium-swallowing crystal lake. Bright barium-swallowing crystal was a black, liquid metal like mercury. There were 3 enormous lakes on the third planet, making up 90% of the planet. The golden horned beast finished an entire lake, and his godly body was completely recovered. Incredible. He floated around the third planet and gazed out into space. "I can sense the precious substances in the fourth planet. There's some more. There are 12 planets in the galaxy, and there might be valuables on every planet." The golden horned beast gazed in the distance. What about other galaxies? The galaxies were all close to each other. The images that were formed amazed Luo Feng. The space was like an enormous engraving in the sky. Though it was mysterious and beautiful, it was quite boring here. There were no other creatures. The golden horned beast flew to the 4th and 5th planets and started to inspect them. He wanted to dig out the secrets in this space. Hong! A powerful force emanated from the planet third closest to the star, and the force permeated at a speed of 20 million miles per second. After a short while, the golden horned beast on the planet 5th closest to the star was alerted. Godly power. It's very strong. It must be coming from a universe night. The golden horned beast raised his head and looked to the planet third closest to the star. He waved his wings and flew toward it. As he sped up, he saw another towering being flying toward him. The golden horned beast kept his godly body at 60,000 miles long. Another being with a godly body 60,000 miles long was flying toward him. This is. The golden horned beast looked at the universe knight of other race in surprise. He was a being with black scales and 6 gigantic hooves, a space beast known as a Tremble. Trembles were at the second highest level among space beasts, only beneath the 12 pinnacle bloodlines. The golden horned beast and the Tremble were flying toward each other. "Golden horned beast," said the Tremble. "Tremble," the golden horned beast replied. They met each other halfway. "Why are you also here?" the golden horned beast asked. "Because of you," the Tremble growled. "I'm here under the orders of the Space Beast Alliance to receive you. Come with me." "What?" The golden horned beast was dazed. Luo Feng was completely bewildered. He had assumed that this space beast was also trapped in the land of extremists, but it sounded like he was here to retrieve him. "Does this space belong to our Space Beast Alliance?" the golden horned beast asked. "Of course." The Tremble nodded his head, which was covered in armor. "This space is used by our alliance to cultivate precious materials. I know that you've swallowed some mineral veins. They belong to our alliance, and they are off-limits to individuals. But relax. The alliance won't punish you, as you don't know the rules. Besides, you've been wandering in the universe for so long and just came back. Our alliance won't punish those of the same race." The golden horned beast blinked. "So, that's what the land of extremists is?" "Yes. This is the space controlled by the greatest being in the Space Beast Alliance, Ancestor. It's the holy grail of all the space beasts," the Tremble said. "Ancestor is one of the greatest beings in the universe, and he changed the operation law in this space." Ancestor. Luo Feng quickly inferred that the Ancestor was a universe supreme master. "We're still in the original universe?" "Yes," the Tremble explained. "However, the space is isolated from the outside. Only those wormholes can be utilized for transportation. To keep other races out, there are 2 areas, outer space and inner space. The outer space is the area where the other races are trapped in for an eternity. As for the inner space, it's hidden inside the outer space. You must have broken the space ripples before you got in. Only space beasts are able to get in without being killed. The other races aren't even able to find this place, not to mention enter it. The golden horned beast understood everything now. Land of Extremists was only the periphery of the sanctuary of the Space Beast Alliance. How did you get in? The golden horned beast asked. Neither teleportation nor God country transportation is allowed here. How did you get here? We space beasts rarely come here because we're usually at the center of the space, the center of the sanctuary of our alliance, Space God Mountain, the Tremble said. I've got an order to receive you, and that's why I was transported to that planet. One planet in every galaxy in this space has a wormhole inside, and they all lead to Space God Mountain. There's a wormhole in every galaxy? The golden horned beast was shocked. That's right, the Tremble said. Ancestor is almighty, and it's easy for him to create wormholes. Let's go. The supreme beings in the Space Beast Alliance are waiting for you. Okay. The two towering beings flew toward the planet third closest to the star. The Tremble reduced his size to 60 miles long. Golden horned beast, can you make your godly body smaller? The Tremble said. Sure. The golden horned beast became 60 miles long, matching the size of the Tremble. They flew toward the planet while talking. Then they shrank to several feet long and entered the center of the planet. This is the wormhole, the Tremble said. We can get to Space God Mountain through it. Let's go, the golden horned beast answered expectantly. He looked at the space whirlpool in front of him. It had a diameter of only a few dozen yards. The Tremble and the golden horned beast flew into the space whirlpool. It was a vast space containing numerous space whirlpools. All the whirlpools had a diameter of dozens of yards. However, there were too many of them, and one couldn't see the end of the space. At the center of those whirlpools was a towering mountain. The golden horned beast and the Tremble exited the space whirlpool at the same time. The golden horned beast was shocked by the scene before him. The space whirlpools were dispersed throughout this space, surrounding the gigantic mountain like flowers. A black mountain. It was a mountain several light years tall, a gigantic mountain that could rival Star Tower and the five-color Aurora Lake. The black mountain was floating. He could sense the dimming force, and there were some space beasts flying around. See, the supreme beings of our alliance, universe masters, and the greatest ancestor. They all live there, the Tremble growled, and his eyes glinted with pride. This is the sanctuary of our alliance, Space God Mountain. The golden horned beast was amazed. There are countless great beings in Space God Mountain, as well as countless valuables and inheritances, the Tremble growled. It's got everything, and it's even connected to the universe. It's a universe that only belongs to us space beasts. A universe, the golden horned beast gasped in astonishment. Yes, the Tremble answered proudly. A universe? A universe that only belongs to us. Go? Go to Space God Mountain. Every space beast vagabonding in the universe needs to go to Space God Mountain. As long as you're recognized by Space God Mountain, you'll be one of us. The mountain will eliminate any other races. After all, some space beasts have had soul transfer done on them. It's difficult to differentiate, but nothing can be hidden in Space God Mountain. No? The golden horned beast was terrified. Go, the Tremble urged him, looking at the towering mountain. There are several universe masters waiting for you. See? Great beings are coming to receive you. More than 10 powerful golden horned beasts flew toward him from afar, emanating a powerful energy. They are the great beings of you golden horned beasts, said the Tremble. Luo Feng had roamed the universe for close to 100,000 years, but this was the first time he had come across other golden horned beasts. It was also unique that 10 of them were universe knights. The dozen enormous golden horned beasts approached at high speed, their resounding voices were transmitted loud and clear. Brother. Welcome home, my brother. Our brother who has been roaming the universe. Welcome home. The golden horn beast version of Luo Feng, along with his companion, Tremble, had no choice but to also approach them. Tremble said in a low voice, I have fulfilled my orders in bringing him here. Now that all of you are here, I will hand things over to you. You may leave. Leave it to us. We will take care of everything, the dozen golden horned beasts said in unison. Tremble nodded slightly and smiled at Golden Horn Luophone before he transformed into light and took off. Golden Horn Luophone was then surrounded by the group of golden horned beasts who were all quite warm and friendly. They had all roamed the universe as loners for a long time before being invited into the Alliance. And so, these seniors were sincere and compassionate toward a member of their own kind who had just returned to join the team. I am Fan Knight. I am Mountain Engraving Knight. I am Macapto Gold Knight. Each golden horned beast introduced itself. Every name was very different, as these golden horned beasts all had their fair share of life encounters. As they roamed the universe, they had chosen names to identify themselves. It was nothing uncommon, as knights often had different names. Facing the group of golden horned beast knights who were all oozing with enthusiasm, Golden Horn Luophone could only reciprocate. I am Golden Phone Knight, he said. Ha ha, Golden Phone Knight. Welcome home. It is very rare for someone to only return to Alliance for the first time after attaining the Universe Knight level. To be able to cultivate yourself independently to attain the Universe Knight level, Golden Phone Knight, my brother, your talent is impressive. With the help of our Alliance, you will become stronger. Golden Horn Luophone listened on, replying with occasional responses. Inwardly, he was enjoying himself in this atmosphere. These golden horned beasts were supposedly cold and murderous, yet their so-called murderous nature was only displayed against hostile races. When they met with other space beasts, they were warm-hearted and affectionate. When they met with their own race, they would feel an even stronger cordiality for one another, as they all shared the same bloodline. Rumor has it that the Space Beast Alliance is very mysterious, thought Luophone. Internally, they are all very united. No wonder. Golden Horn Luophone gave a discreet sigh. They have been alone for too long, so when they meet their own race, every one of them will treat each other like kin. Let's go, go, go. Universe Master must be getting impatient. Let's talk no more. We should hurry back. The dozen golden horned beasts led the way for Golden Horn Luophone, and one could see a group of golden horned beasts roaring at one another as they ascended into the star sky. Then they took off for the faraway Space God Mountain. Golden Horn Luophone and a dozen golden horned beasts cruised through the sky together, but he was secretly worried. Based on what Tremble told me, in Space God Mountain, everything hidden will be exposed. Will I be exposed too? Luophone was also aware that this territory of the Space Beast Alliance was under the control of its noblest being, Ancestor. But there was no backing out now. Macapto Gold Knight, said Golden Horn Luophone as they flew in midair. If I were to meet our Universe Master, which Universe Master would it be? There are a number of Universe Masters who are curious about you, one of them answered. But, first and foremost, you must meet the two Universe Masters who are of the same bloodline as us, the Golden Horned Beasts. They are Golden Horn Master and Xianmie Master. Two of them? Golden Horn Luophone was surprised. We golden horned beasts have a bloodline that is characterized by strong capabilities, Fan Knight said proudly. For the 12 pinnacle bloodlines, every one of them only has one Universe Master. But our golden horned race. We have two. Golden Horn Master is the most senior Universe Master of our golden horned race, while Xianmie Master is a newly appointed Universe Master who has become a Universe Master 1,000 centuries ago. Golden Horn Luophone listened obediently. As they flew, they engaged in conversation while maintaining a speed that was 100 times the speed of light. Very quickly, they arrived at their destination, the vast and boundless Space God Mountain. Space God Mountain. Golden Horn Luophone gazed at the mountain attentively, but all he could see was a boundless mountain covered with pitch-black stones. It was not ordinary black but rather a hue that resembled a black hole, exuding a sense of emptiness. It was as though every stone represented a black hole. Space God Mountain was extensive beyond description, and it was divided into numerous domains. Constructing so many of these gigantic godly palaces would have been more tedious than constructing the godly palaces for humans. Space ripples? It was the first time Golden Horn Luophone felt a space ripple here. Places with space ripples allow one to teleport, one of the Golden Horn beasts answered. This is how Ancestor enables us to get to different places quickly. However, there are many restricted lands that do not have space ripples. Follow me. We're going to the palace of Golden Horn Master. The dozen golden horned beasts led the way with great enthusiasm as they flew in the sky of Space God Mountain. Space God Mountain towered at a height of countless light years. Even the huge body of a golden horned beast, when compared to the Space God Mountain, was like comparing an earthworm to a star. Sometimes they teleported, but sometimes they advanced normally. This pattern went on for 6 minutes, and finally, they arrived at a towering, gigantic palace hall engraved with countless golden horned beasts' embossments. This palace was around 60 million miles high. It emitted an intimidating vibe which led Luophone to a verdict instantly. This should be a flying palace type true treasure. This is Golden Horn Master's flying palace type true treasure. Its power is extremely strong, Fan Knight said. Proceed. Let's go in. There were several undying golden horned beasts flying and playing with one another in the open square before the palace. When they saw Golden Horn Luophone approaching, every one of them looked over with eyes filled with curiosity. Everyone knew the number of golden horned beasts in the Space Beast Alliance was small, practically everyone knew each other. But no one knew this newcomer brought in by the dozen golden horned beasts knights. The undying golden horned beasts conversed among themselves in hushed tones. Could it be his first time coming to the Alliance? He just got escorted in here. The aura of his godly body is so strong. It is stronger than the godly bodies of many other universe knights. On the other hand, Macapto Gold Knight, Fan Knight and the other golden horned beast knights led Luophone straight to the doors of the palace. This might be Golden Horn Master's palace, but there were no guards at the doors. Come on in, my child, a booming voice came from inside. Golden Horn Luophone felt the tremors running through his veins. He obeyed. He suspected the voice would be that of Golden Horn Master. Golden Horn Master was the oldest and most senior universe master of the Golden Horned Beast race, so it was understandable for him to call the younger ones who were returning to the race his children. After all, Luophone was much younger by unknowable centuries. Go in. Move. Fan Knight and the others went in with Golden Horn Luophone. For hooves took great steps as they made their way into the spacious godly palace. Their footsteps were very fast, they could cover at least 1 million miles per second. They advanced straight to the center of the palace and stopped. We're here to pay our respects, Golden Horn Master and Xianmie Master, Fan Knight and a dozen other golden horned beasts said, greeting them respectfully. I'm here to pay my respect, Golden Horn Master and Xianmie Master, Golden Horn Luophone said, followed suit. Then he lifted his head and saw that high above stood a towering golden horned beast with gigantic wings covered with scaled armor. This was a most intimidating being, with an aura that could be likened to an endless universe. The being was looking down at him. On its left stood another golden horned beast. It wore dark red armor. The basic features of a golden horned beast would be to have 5 sharp claws, but this beast in dark red armor sported an extremely long and golden middle claw. As it looked down at Luophone, there were indistinct traces of an endless whirlpool, as though its gaze could have annihilated the universe in a fleeting moment. Luophone immediately concluded that this noble being in the dark red armor was the newly appointed universe master known as Xianmie Master. Fan Knight, you all may take your leave, Golden Horn Master ordered in a measured pace. Yes, said the dozen golden horned beasts as they bowed in respect and flew off together. In the Great Hall, there remained only Golden Horn Luophone and the 2 universe masters, Golden Horn Master and Xianmie Master. Golden Horn Master looked down and exclaimed in a resounding voice, what a strong godly body. For you to have roamed the universe alone and achieved what you have now. That is quite unexpected. You are even comparable to quite a number of universe overlords, said Xianmie Master in a voice that was gentler. Golden Horn Luophone listened submissively. On the surface, no one could tell that he was undying. Firstly, his godly body was indeed strong. Secondly, the space law took metal, wood, water, fire, and earth as the upper law, so he was considered a space knight. Godly bodies could easily manifest themselves into any one of the 5 elements, metal, wood, water, fire, or earth, or even manifest into complete space. As for golden-horned beasts, most would normally manifest their space godly powers into the gold element. To achieve the level you are at, all by yourself, you are indeed outstanding, Golden Horn Master said with joyful eyes. I was discussing with the other universe lords about how we could carry out some unique training for you. With the Alliance's guidance, you have high hopes of becoming a universe master. Xian Mie Master, standing beside Golden Horn Master, began to laugh. Ha ha! If you become a universe master, then the Golden Horned Beast legacy shall have 3 universe masters. We will be ranked first on the 12 lineages, alongside Chiohi Beast. Chiohi Beast. One of the 12 pinnacle lineages. Luo Feng listened attentively. Inwardly, he sighed. If I made it this far without any great being's guidance, then the elaborate training that the Space Beast Alliance could provide would certainly raise my chances of becoming a universe master. No wonder the Space Beast Alliance is giving me so much attention. What a pity. I am capable enough to hope to become a universe master, but I am a human. Not a golden-horned beast. Space God Mountain houses many inheritances and countless valuables, said Golden Horn Master. To boost your blood lineage, godly body amplification technique, or soul amplification technique. All are available. Golden Horn Master gazed at Luo Feng and continued. The Ancestral God School's God Inheritance Token, the General Inheritance Token, and even the Beast God Inheritance Token are certainly available to you, too. Actually, the General Inheritance Token differs from the other amplification techniques only because it has an additional set of powerful and unique techniques. That's all. Luo Feng understood what he was trying to explain. He remembered that the Demon Note General Inheritance Token consisted of 2 aspects. One was the Soul Amplification type of technique, and the other was the Demon Note Secret technique. The Hong Alliance also had the Godly Body Amplification technique and Soul Amplification technique. These required contributions, however, and Luo Feng did have enough to exchange for them. It would require a long time to cultivate and master the techniques, which was why Luo Feng intended to first obtain the 4th black metal board before returning for training. Huh? Golden Horn Master and Xian Mie Master suddenly turned to look at one another. Golden Horn Luo Feng also sensed something amiss. He raised his head to look at the 2 universe masters. My child, Ancestor has orders, Golden Horn Master's voice resounded loudly. He beckons you. Gold Horn Master moved forward, stepping down from where he had previously stood. This video will end here.